Well, the history of DRN is one that has as a basis for its formation inclusion. We received a National Science Foundation grant in 2008, $3.98 million, with a stated purpose of being more inclusive, not only with respect to gender, with emphasis on women in STEM, but also to encourage greater participation of all groups.
Paulette Granberry Russell, who was then the director for the Office for Inclusion and Intercultural Initiatives, reached out to me about potentially doing a qualitative study of faculty of color. This was in response to an advanced institutional transformation grant that the university had received, but where in the climate survey there was a low response rate for faculty of color. So we really couldn't make any, come to any conclusions about what their experiences had been like. And so Paulette had the wonderful idea to do a qualitative study.
And the goal of this to determine if there were things that we could do with respect to our policies and practices to enhance their experience and their success.
Dr. Isis Settles led this team. It was a great team, and there was herself sort of as the lead, myself and another colleague, Jessica Garja. And we were, after we got the charge from Paulette, we were in this basement room in psychology, sort of pounding out ideas. And when we got out of that room, probably over a 12-week semester period, we had the beginnings of the DRN.
10 years ago, I was looking toward a promotion as a full professor, and I needed just one person to believe in my projects, and that was the DRN.
Dr. Jerry Zeldes is just a treat of a person. She got one of our early Launch Awards program grants and used it to make a film that went on to be award-winning material.
And as soon as that came through, the Launch Award program, it seemed like the stars aligned.
I was a faculty associate, and I've been working with Dr. Johnson on research regarding how we attract and retain faculty within the MSU community, to being funded by one of the DRN funding opportunities that helped launch a line of research that I'm doing, which was eventually funded by the National Science Foundation.
First of all, it's an incredible honor to have been asked to be part of the advisory board. One of the things that I do as a member of the advisory board is review the Launch Awards. Diversity-related research is very valuable.
The Diversity Research Network does an amazing job of bringing faculty in, helping them to cultivate their interests, providing resources to support their personal well-being, as well as their professional scholarship and advancement.
And what better way than to really emphasize how to retain our talent, how to recruit new talent, and making sure that people feel valued and visible.
Deborah is steadfast dedication. She accepts everyone where they are and creates an environment where they can just grow.
Deborah J. Johnson is the individual that in the early years I sought out as a resource. She's a person who not only brings a wealth of experience as a scholar and as a researcher, she pours everything she is into this network.
Another important feature of who we are the faculty that engage with us. They're the special people. They are, I always use the term secret sauce. We provide the spaces, but they actually do the engagement, make the connections, they bring it home. And I think we owe our engaged faculty a debt of gratitude.
And taking the strengths of each faculty and enhancing those strengths, but also identifying where faculty felt they needed additional supports. And that's been the goal, and I'm very proud of the fact that 10 years later, the DRN has achieved that goal, and there's so much more ahead of the DRN.
I'm very excited about DRN's future. I dream big. I see big things for the DRN and even more potential. I think what's important that's happened over the last 10 years is that the message is out.
I'm pleased about the reception that the Diversity Research Network has gained over the years. The support from faculty, from scholars, from executives who understand the value of the DRN has helped to make a difference on the entire campus. Comments that have helped to influence policy creation, comments and feedback that have helped to support the faculty trajectory, to support time in the classroom, to support teaching and learning in all the ways that matter to faculty.
And I think if the essence of it, if the access, the opportunity, and the excellence was truly a part of MSU's DNA, that would just be the amazing next step.
We can reach for higher heights. And the kinds of things that I envision in our future have to do with coalescing connections or making stronger connections between us and other universities, not just nationally, but even global connections, international connections, because our faculty are all those things, right? And if we do that, we're facilitating their work. Those connections can be the networks, the strong networks that facilitate the work and the visibility of MSU faculty, and that would be really, really exciting.